Hi everyone, welcome to the second episode of MATLAB series. In this episode, we will discuss about MATLAB Environment. The MATLAB environment consists of several key components designed to facilitate efficient programming, analysis, and visualization tasks. Here is an introduction of some essential elements. 1. Command window. 2. Workspace. 3. Editor window. 4. Current folders. When we install the MATLAB interface looks like this. You can see on the top left corner here the MATLAB version is written. So we have used the MATLAB 2023 version B, and it's for the academic use. All the versions have some different features pre-built available. So the MATLAB interface consists of some basic elements. The first one is the command window, which is here. On the right side, we have the workspace, which is the second element. The third element is the editor window, and the fourth one is the current folder window. We will discuss all these elements in detail. The MATLAB command window. The MATLAB command window is the main window where we type commands directly to the MATLAB interpreter. Here is some key features of this window. The first one is interactive execution. You can type MATLAB commands directly into the command window and press the enter to execute it immediately. This allows the rapid prototype and testing of the code snippets. 2. Immediate feedback. After executing the command, the MATLAB provides immediate feedback in the command window, including output, error, warning. This helps you quickly verify the correctness of your commands and troubleshoot any issues that arise. 3. History. MATLAB maintains a history of previous executed commands in the command history, allowing you to recall and reuse them easily. You can navigate through the command history using up and down key by typing history to view the command history. Workspace interaction. The command window provides access to the workspace variables where you can view and interact with variables in data currently in the memory. You can create, modify, and delete variables directly from the command window. Command completion. MATLAB offers command completion functionality in the command window, which suggests possible command suggestions completion as you type. This helps to speed up the command entry and reduces the likelihood of typographical error. Help and documentation. You can access MATLAB built-in help documentation and function references directly from the command window. Type help followed by the function name and it will display its documentation, while documents open the corresponding documentation page in the help browser. Overall, the MATLAB command window provides powerful and versatile interface for interacting with MATLAB, enabling efficient execution of commands and rapid development of MATLAB code and scripts. Hi guys, welcome to another episode of MATLAB series. In this episode, I will teach you that how you can work within the command window. We have a command window which is interactive and it executes the command directly. Like if I create a variable and if I create another variable and I stored another value which is 10, and if I want to make some arithmetic operation of addition and I want to store the result in C, you can see the process get executed, the arithmetic process is complete, and the variable C is updated with the result of the addition of both variables. So we can say that it has an interactive execution. And if I want to recall my previous command history, I will press the up arrow in the keyboard. When I press the up arrow, I can see all my commands which I have previously executed. So the history of command is stored within the command window. If you see on the right side, we have a workspace. In the workspace, all three variables have been created. The first variable is A, the second variable is B, and the third is C. The C stores the result of addition of A and B. So I can use any variable from the workspace in the command window. For example, if I want to see the content of A, I will just type A, and when I press the enter button, I can see the result which is stored within the variable A. On the right side, you can see each variable has a name. And on the right side, each variable has a value section. So the variable A store value 5, the variable B store value 10, and the variable C store value 15. So the command window is linked with the workspace. Any content or any variable of the workspace can be used directly in the command window. Another thing which we can do within the MATLAB command window is that if I have some command in the documentation, I can directly see it here. Suppose I have a variable and I want to find the square root of variable B. When I write it here, I can see the result. Square root of B, which is 10. So the result is 3.1623. If I want to see the detail of this MATLAB built-in function, I will just only type help sqrt, and when I press enter, the documentation will open and it will tell me that sqrt means square root, and if you have to find the square root of some value, then you have to just type this function name sqrt, and within the parentheses you must put some value or some variable, and the square root of that element will be produced and the result will be shown. Suppose if I have a matrix which stores 4 values, the 1, 2 is in the first row and 4, 5 is in the second row. And if I have to find the square root of this matrix, I will write sqrtm, and when I press enter, the square root of this will appear. So this is all you can do within the command window. We will be using this command window within our coding, within the command execution for the debugging process. So you must know how we can use the command window. Hi guys, welcome to another episode of our MATLAB series. In this episode, I will teach you that what you can do within the workspace. This is the second component of MATLAB. So first of all, I'm going to clear the command window. You can see by writing CLC, the command window is clear. Now I want to remove the workspace variable. Here we can see there are multiple workspace variable. By typing clear A, so the variable A from this workspace will be deleted. So I don't want to remove one by one. I want to remove all of them by one command. So I will write clear all, and the complete workspace will be clear, and every variable within the workspace will be deleted. Now what you can do within the workspace, suppose I have a variable A and it contains some values like 3, 4, 6, 7. So this is just like a matrix. Here in the workspace, I can see the content of a variable. If I double click it, another window will be open, which is just like an Excel sheet. And we can see within this Excel sheet, I have 4 values, just like a 2 by 2 column, 2 rows and 2 columns. And we can see that within the position of first row and first column the value 3 is present, and in the position of the first row and second column another value which is 4 is present. I can edit, I can modify the value of the variable. Like suppose I want to change this value to 4 to 5, so this value will be immediately changed. Now if in the command window I write variable a, the content of the variable has changed. Similarly, I can copy from my Excel sheet some data into this previous old variable. Now you can see the content of this variable or the values of this variable has changed. This variable is an array. It is now a 2 by 3 array. There are 2 rows and 3 columns. Now if I write in the command window, the content of this array has changed. Now it stores a total of 6 values. Similarly, within the workspace, I can create more variable. Just I will click on write, and then I will select the new, and I can write another variable name. Now you can see another variable has been created, and the content of this variable by default is 0. I can change the content or the value of this variable just by clicking it here, and I can put any value here, and you can see the variable value has updated. If I write in the command window, you can do it. You can also do it here. You can also update it within the command window. I will just write 56, and the content of this variable has changed everywhere in the workspace and here in this Excel sheet and within the command window. So you can play around within the workspace. I can create another variable, and the name of this variable is C. And you can see that if I want to add some data into this variable, I can just simply write C is equal to A, and the content of array A will be copied to an array C. So I can edit the content of variable within the workspace. I can modify the content of this variable. I can delete a variable from the workspace, or I can do it like here, clear B, so the variable do not exist anymore. I can update, I can edit, I can see the content of any variable. So this is all we can do within the workspace. We will be using this concept in our future programming. So you must know how you can play around within the workspace, how it is linked with the command window, how we can modify the content of a variable, how we can load some external data into a variable. So we will be doing all these things within our MATLAB coding. So you must know at the start that how we can modify the content, how we can add, and how we can delete variables here. You can also duplicate a variable. You can see this is the copy of this variable.